What's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bonsai Den Haag. Today I will give you an update on this tree that I collected a year ago. This tree is very vigorous, has put a lot of growth since last year, as you can see. And today I'm gonna work on it, see what we can do about the design and direct a little bit of the energy of this tree for the coming fall and into the next year. Maybe already put some wire on it because of the vigor. You can see here we have even some roots that's coming out of the box. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Rodrigo Lima. I've been doing bonsai almost now for 20 years, and subscribe and follow to my channel if you want to get inspired into getting into this beautiful art form of bonsai. So today, first thing I'm gonna do with this tree over here, this is a Scots pine that I collected together with my friend Chris, my Yamadori Multi last year. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, which means I'm gonna be removing some dead branches and some weak pieces like this one. And with this cleaning process, you don't want to make any pruning decision yet. So we're gonna just take now all the pieces that are dead and that are definitely not going to contribute into the design. And this is where you get really to empty your mind and see what the tree has to offer you. So after changing the angle of the tree, the next step, I looked the other night very long at this tree, and now the next step is to make some pruning decisions. So what you want to do is to see what the design will be. So here we have the nice trunk movement of this tree going to this direction, and what I want to do is to make one decision on this upper part right here where we have a structural flaw, and I will show you, I'll give you a close-up of that. So here we have like 3 branches growing out from one same point, creating what we call an inverse taper. So to have a nice transition of taper from thick to thinner, I'm gonna take out these 2 branches over here and continue the taper on the branch that you see here on the back, this one over here. So these 2 will go. So here we go. I'm gonna take off this big branch over here. And this one. So now this really makes the trunk line more visible, and you can see now where we are heading towards. And over here we have again a few branches growing on the same spot. So I'm gonna take also here a few of those out, because we don't need all of these branches over here. And I'm gonna keep this one and this one over here. Here you can see how vigorous this tree is. I have here a junction of, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles that turn into a branch. I already removed 2, and I will keep this 2, and I will continue with this one, and the rest I will remove. So now I removed everything that I thought it would be necessary, and now we can move towards the wiring process. So the first branch I want to wire is this one, so that we can set this into position like this. Alright, now I put the wire on the first branch. This to the, so you can see the front of the tree. So I wired a little bit the first branch over here, and I'm applying the wire, the structure wire, on the top of the tree, and I anchored on this point. That's why I left the stump when I cut the brick branch, so that we can use as an anchor point right here. And now I am applying the wire until. So as I'm looking at the tree, we can also think of a way of coming back on this side of the tree, because then we can create some tension in our design. So yesterday I set the whole structure of the tree. So as you can see, we have the whole structure set up. So, and I hope you can see with me the idea of this design. So we have this tree that's leaning all the way to this side where I'm standing, and as a counterbalance I put this like second little trunk over here, and I'm gonna set those branches on this side here, and then I'll put the time lapse on to wire the whole details, all the secondary and tertiary branches, and then we can talk about the final design of this first styling of this Pinus Silvestris. So here we are heading towards the end of the styling. This is for me the most rewarding part of the process, because you get to work on and get to see bit by bit how the tree becomes the design that you had in mind when you start with the wiring process and the styling of the tree. So what you're gonna do is you wanna work your way up. So I first wired this first branch, and then I'll work my way up until the apex of the tree that's gonna be sitting somewhere here. So you want to remove all the needles that are growing down. You can do this either with your scissor or by hand, like I'm doing right here. Don't overdo it. Apply the wire without crushing a needle. You don't want to be crushing needles. And with bonsai you have to have a long-term vision. Be patient. And not just think in the next years, but maybe in the next 3 to 5 years. How this tree is gonna develop, and it will just get better and better. Watch closely here. I left, if you watch to here, I left this wire sticking out. When I set the branches on the apex, I still have to make a choice which one to keep, because I have a junction here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches coming out of one point. So I want to make a choice, and then I can cut this wire off, because then I know for sure that the place of the end of the apex will stay over there. But I think we already know more or less that this will be the end, and then I will choose which of those I want to keep.
This is the end, my only friend, the end. This is the end.
So now I'll make the final choices of the tree and wire all the little branches and come back to you to see the final design, and we can talk about it. So it's already very late here, and here we are with the final result of this first styling of this tree. Now let me give you a 360 of it. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And this tree has also the first video, also it's nice to check it out. And I hope you like this video, and I see you next time in Bonsai Den Haag.